Hi guys, welcome back to Moyo Karaoke's channel. Today we are interviewing my friend and my travel mate, motorcycle girl Priscilla from the United States. Priscilla, maybe you can tell us more about yourself.
Yes, I've been riding with my partner for the last 2 months, and our goal is to do all of South America. So far, we've done 2 months of Peru, and we're really looking forward to the rest. You know, it's just the beginning of the journey.
Oh, good. Priscilla and I actually met on Facebook, and we chatted on Facebook and eventually met up. And I've been riding together for the past 4 days. 4 days, yeah. So what bike do you ride?
I am on a Yamaha Tenere 250.
And before that?
Well, I've had several bikes. So at home, I have a Yamaha XT 250, and then I had a Kawasaki Ninja 300, Suzuki Savage 650, Harley Davidson 883. I think that's most of my recent bikes.
Oh my god. So you do off-road, you do cruiser?
Yes, for the off-road bike I had a KLX 140, which we sold right before coming on the trip, and then XR 100 for off-roading.
And how long have you been riding?
I've been riding for about 10 years, and you know, it's changed a lot over time. I started on the motorbike because I wanted an easy commute to work. So for years I was just going on the freeway to work and back. And then I met my partner, and he likes to do a lot of off-roading, and so we started, you know, doing dirt bike riding, and that's been a learning experience. At first I didn't like it. I was like, this is so weird, you know, because I was so used to the street. And so now I just kind of do it all. So now my favorite bikes are dual sports, which, you know, do the adventure bikes, which do both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm kind of challenged. A little bit intimidated. I've only been riding for 3 years and 8 months, and this girl sounds like she's done it all. She's done speed bike, she's done cruiser, she's done off-road, and now on a world tour. Okay, almost there.
Almost there.
Almost there.
Yeah,
Almost
so we're
there.
doing South America. We were thinking maybe, you know, keep going.
Oh, good. So a lot of things that people ask me, and especially women, is how I planned my trip. But I think it would be nice for them to hear a different perspective and from a different person. So how did you plan this trip?
It's just always been a dream. I've heard about people, you know, overlanding to South America, so I thought, oh, maybe I can do, you know, on a Jeep, or it would be better on a motorcycle. But at that time I felt my skills weren't good enough, and over the years I've worked on my motorcycling skills. So I met my partner, and he'd also been dreaming about doing South America. So once we met and that was out, we just started planning right away, and it just came, you know, it just happened.
Did you have to quit jobs like us?
Yes, so I had to quit my job, and you know, it was funny because I told my boss, I said, yeah, I'm leaving, you know, 2-week notice, and they're like, oh, we're sorry to hear that. Which company are you going to? No, I'm not going to any company, just quitting.
I can imagine.
And they were like, what? And I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go travel. And they're like, oh, wow. And then everybody started learning in the office that I was going on my motorcycle to South America, and all of us, the last 2 weeks of work, everybody, oh wow, you know, it was like very exciting. Everybody was very excited for me.
I can imagine. So back at home you have people who you worked with, and you have friends, and do you belong to any riding club?
I don't. I've always been sort of a solo rider. I just like to go off on my own. Yeah, I just haven't done any clubs.
How envious do you think they are?
Maybe a little bit. I feel like a lot of people are, you know. One of the people that we took a class with once, and we told him we were doing this trip, and he's like, wow, you guys are living my dream.
So you can see a lot of girls from probably your friends, and maybe even those that hadn't started riding, joining and doing some travel on motorcycles.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. That's always inspiring.
It is.
So I ride with my partner, and we've been on the road for 1 year now, and people always want to know, how is it to stay with your partner like 24/7, 365 now? What's your experience been like?
On one hand, it's wonderful, right? You're experiencing this great once in a lifetime thing with your partner. It's such a beautiful thing, and of course, it has its challenges because you're with your partner every day, every night, you know. And yeah, there's going to be some bickering, some disagreements, and you just have to give each other the space. You know, you get to the hotel. You know, I go over here, you go over here, and then in a couple hours, oh, how you doing? Okay, you know. So it's just about learning how to overcome that, you know. And once you do, it's just great because we both look at each other sometimes and we're like, wow, can you believe we're doing this? This is
Yeah,
great.
yes. Of course, we never share those stories on our Instagram. We never share those stories on our Facebook. But yes, they do happen. They do happen. We are still couples. We are still in love. We are still the same marriage and relationship, even on the road. So, what's your take on long travel?
Well, I like long travel. This is the longest trip I've ever done on a motorcycle or just in general, right? And so it's going to be interesting. You know, I don't know how you felt in the beginning and how you eventually adjusted to just keep on moving.
My case is a little different because we have two children, and so leaving home was a bit difficult for me emotionally, and then it took a little while to adjust because I missed seeing them,
Yeah.
and I felt like I'm doing a big sacrifice to leave the kids behind and travel. But eventually, they've proved to be so much more adults. They've proved to be so responsible, and yeah, I've more like it adjusted. I looked at your bags. Your packing is so small. I am so challenged and I'm almost embarrassed by the size of what I have on my bike. How did you do this?
So I've been traveling for a long time, and you know, usually when I travel somewhere, I just take a backpack, just a small bag with my things. So I've kind of gotten used to packing lightly, and we've also done quite a few trips back home. You know, just 3 weeks or so, and that also gives you practice on what to pack. So basically, you just wanna. What you pack is very important, from the type of socks to the type of underwear to the type of pants. And so if you pick the right items, then you only need like 1 or 2 of each item.
Yeah, I thought about it. We did do a bit of travel back at home, and we used to pack literally small. But on this big travel, since our initial plan was to do 3 years, I kind of got the entire 3 years into one bag. I think that's my problem. But do you carry makeup?
Yes, very little. So I have this small thing, and it has like toothbrush, toothpaste, you know, a couple jewelry things, lipstick, and that's all I carry. So if it can't fit in here, that's all I carry. So when I'm riding, I don't wear makeup or anything. But sometimes we're in this town for a few days and we're going out to dinner, we're going out, oh, let me put on some lipstick and an earring or something, some jewelry. And so yeah, I carry a little bit because I think it's important to still have a little bit of your style, you know?
Yeah. I don't wear makeup myself, but I've had a lot of girls have issues with what can last under the helmet, what can last when you carry it, and what is easy to carry and what is, you know, compact enough to carry on small packing and small luggage. Any advice you could give the girls?
Just one of everything, just like with your clothes, you know. But I don't wear a lot of makeup. I don't wear makeup when I'm riding, so yeah.
Okay. I have so many women riding motorcycles, both back at home and those that I've met on the road. And one piece of advice or travel hacks that you've learned on the road that you would like to share and can help one of them who's traveling?
Traveling lightly, so really researching what kind of clothes you're gonna buy. For example, I have these socks. They're for trekking, but they don't make your feet sweaty, so you can wear them so many days in a row. So really thinking about what kind of clothes you're gonna get, because that's very important for your packing. And just going small, just trying to find everything small. I have the toothbrush, and it just folds like this. It just fits in the little pouch. You know, so little things like that. making sure that everything that you travel with is small and compact.
Yeah, one of the travel hacks I've learned is that, I mean, we usually don't have bathrooms everywhere when we need them, so we are mostly doing the push than the bathrooms. And you find that you don't have access to water, you don't have access to toilet paper sometimes. So I will always have a nice piece of toilet paper on the side of my, if not in my pocket, on the side of my.
That's a really good idea, because that's happened to me before. Like, oh, I'm carrying it in my motorcycle jacket, but then you leave your jacket on the bike,
Exactly.
and you start walking to the bathroom, and you're like, oh shoot, I don't have my toilet paper.
Yeah, and the other thing that I always remember to carry is a waste bag, like a small plastic bags. Because when you do the push, you don't want to leave your tissue paper flying for everyone to see. So those are like my favorite travel hacks. Any other you can add?
I like to carry these face wipes. They're like moist wipes, and I'm always wiping my face, because sometimes you put your shield up, and then you have all this dirt on your face, and like you said, you're camping or you don't have access to water, and I just take the wipes out and I just wipe my face, and you should see all the dirt that's on there. It's like, wow. So I like to carry the dirt wipes, because you can wipe anything, you know.
Yeah. There you hear it, girls. We do carry our used toilet paper, but we still love riding. So finally, what would you say to a woman who's out there, who's going to be watching this video and would like to ride a motorcycle?
I say just do it, because a lot of times we limit ourselves, because we're like, oh, that's a man's sport, or it's mostly men that are out on their motorbikes. But if women can do it, they should, because we can.
So there you go, just do it. Anyone who's out there watching this video and would like to join us on the road riding motorcycles, you're welcome. Just do it. I'm trying to convince Priscilla to go on a world tour. So far she says she's only on South American tour. But chances are high that I'm going to get her to travel with us more, and her partner Steve, and we go to Australia.
Yes, that's possible. It might happen.
Yes. Thank you for watching this video, and keep it here. Look out for the next girl on the road that we're going to feature on Wamoyo Karaoke.